Trees. Beautiful, aren't they? All different shapes and sizes. I love to sleep among them, for they are great shelter. Fill our lungs with the finest oxygen, probably the coolest living things on this planet if you ask me. And that's why in this week's adventure you are once again joining me in the capital city of Scotland, Edinburgh, for a bikepacking adventure in search of what is potentially the oldest living thing. Just 100 miles away from the capital city, in the small village of Fortingall, is believed to be home to the oldest tree, a 5,000-year-old yew tree. I would be setting off late evening from the capital city. With the winter on its way, it would mean I would only have a few hours of daylight left. My only goal was to get out of the capital and cross the bridge and find somewhere to set up camp for the night. Following the water with the bridge in the distance, it was a perfect evening to start an adventure. The air slightly cold. The winter is definitely nearly here. Even the birds were off to somewhere warmer.
Good morning. The sky is clear and we are on another little treasure hunt for the oldest tree. I did like 25 miles last night to get out of Edinburgh, and you can sort of just like see all the built up areas over there, and we're heading out of all this built up area. It's not going to be a long trip. Probably going to try and get there for tomorrow morning, get one more night under the stars until we find the oldest tree. But I'm looking forward to it. It's just so nice. But I tell you what, winter is well and truly on its way. It's pretty cold. The down jacket is out now, the warm sleeping bag. Let's go get on the trails on this fine early morning.
After a refreshing night amongst the trees, it was time for my first day on the trails. Flowing through the wooded trails, a perfect way to start the day. The sun rising and shining bright. Starting the day on the flats, but it wouldn't be long until I could see the upcoming challenges in the distance.
Oh, it's a nippy morning.
It's like 3 degrees, and I think we're about to get our sweat on though, because I've just had some breakfast, and this is where we're going to hit our first major hill. But when I say hill, it's not really a hill, it's that big wall in front of us. I'm expecting some hard hiker bike over this one, because it just looks ridiculously steep, but we'll see. Pretty sure it's gonna be a hiker bike, but start climbing. Good start. It's steep. It's definitely a hiker bike. I think right up there it's kind of the top, or near enough. It should flatten out a bit once we get to like the peak. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Absolute stunning day. The jacket's off now as well. Heating up, getting the sweat on. Oh my god, I'm having to like hold my bike on the brakes because it's just so steep. Let's keep going. Oh, so close, but it's just very slow on this old hiker bike. Well, that was one long slog to get to the top of this hill, but pretty much at the top now, and going to be starting to descend. The nice thing is it's a long gradual descent, probably a bit boggy in places, but we got quite a few miles, probably a good 20 miles until the next climb, so that's good. But the sort of plan for today is to just keep going and get like really close to that oldest tree. I have to climb quite high before I descend, or just towards the end of it. So if I can get up quite high today, it's meant to stay like this today, nice and clear, a little bit of a breeze, but it's so beautiful out here. Hoping I can get like a nice out in the open camp spot. If we can, that would be great. But it's time to go downhill. A welcome downhill for sure, because some of that was really steep and a little bit on the sketchy side. Let's go down. Today the air was still, the visibility perfect. I could see for miles on end. It might have been a struggle to get up here, but that feeling of flowing down the hills on your bike will never get old. The freest free feeling in the world. Oh, today has been one long slog. Done about 40 miles, but it took so long. It's currently 4:30. The sunset is at like just after 6 p.m. and winter nights are drawing in already. But I am fueled up on Iron Brew right now, so I'm feeling good. But I do have to go up the big climb now, up to the highest point on the ride. I don't have too long to go, about an hour and a half until it gets dark. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to find somewhere along there, possibly if I can get to the top before sunset, even better. But it's going to be about 2,000 feet of elevation gain in the next sort of like 10 miles or so. So it might be a bit tough. So I'm just going to keep pedaling my way up this hill, and hopefully I can get a good camp spot somewhere along there, hopefully with a good view, because the sky is still quite nice. Today seemed to pass by so quick. One moment I was enjoying the sunrise, now climbing the final climb of the day, looking for my bed for the night. The sun was already starting to set. This last climb of the day, although steep, was breathtakingly beautiful. Cycling into the final rays of the sun, I just hoped I would be able to find the most perfect place to set up camp before darkness. I've hit jackpot. I have hit jackpot. I have done about 45 miles. I'm not quite on top of the climb, but I'm about just under 2,000 foot of elevation at the moment, and I've probably got like 400, 500 more of climbing to go. But my camp spot, guys, look at it. It's absolutely insane. It is quite cold up here, so I'm not going to spend too much time out of the tent, but the sky is looking quite clear. There's a few clouds, but I reckon we're going to have a nice starry night, so I'm super looking forward to sticking my head out for a little bit tonight and enjoying the stars. Bit of a grueling day for sure. Definitely didn't do as many miles as I thought I would be able to do, but ending on a massive mountain like this with the sun setting, doesn't get much better than this. This is why we do it. I sat in awe tonight. Everything's so incredibly beautiful, from the last light to the star-filled sky. I woke up with another incredible sunrise, the clouds covering everything below me, a frosty cold morning with the sun shining on your face. You just have to take a moment, take a deep breath, enjoy these little simple moments. Sun is rising. How beautiful. It's rigid. It's snowing! Oh, it's so nice.
What a morning. What a ready morning. Here we go. On the crunchy, frosty morning.
Calm. Everything was just so calm. Complete peace and tranquility in the morning sun. The frozen ground starting to fall. Looking down on the clouds below, completely alone. The hills casting their endless shadows on one side. Everything is golden on the other. The trails are still frozen from the cold night before. My adventure to find the oldest tree was getting closer. Every turn of the pedal, along some frozen valleys and fast flowing descents, I would finally make it to the oldest tree.